Hello, I'm standing in the Koiki Mabo library, and behind me are some of the various collections that the library has. And since I'm Professor of English here, I'm standing in front of the English literature section. Okay, I've selected 3 books from the shelves here, from the section they've got on William Blake. They've got sections on virtually any writer in English that you can think of. They've got the American books together, the Australian, the New Zealand, South African, and of course the English. And I decided I'd go to the shelves where they have works of William Blake, because Blake is particularly interesting if you're running a film, because he was an engraver and used to produce his own illustrations or illuminations. And he would actually etch these onto copper plates, and he could print them off as he wanted to without going to a publisher and persuading the publisher it would be a good idea to print them. So he had the entire means of production in his own hands. I've selected books which give a sense of really the depth of material on offer in the library, because the kinds of things presented here you wouldn't expect to find in every university library. For instance, here is a facsimile of a notebook of Blake's. So on the one side you have what he wrote, what he drew, and here you have the text printed off. So you can basically see this was the notebook that he worked from, and this was the material. Here is something that I doubt that too many of you, even if you were doing an assignment on Blake, would want to look at. It is called A Concordance to the Writings of William Blake and comes in 2 very thick volumes. What it does is take keywords out of his works, and for instance, if you were interested in baby, you would look up baby and there would be all the places quoted where that word occurs, so you can actually check and find out what his interest was in a baby. And here is Blake's work as it looks in the original. This is a poem called Milton, and if we were opening up the poem, that is the way the title page would appear to you. Normally, of course, if you see it in a book, you do not have the illumination with it. And as soon as you go into it, you'll actually, I noticed a moment ago, see some things that look familiar to you. For instance, Stonehenge gets a mention. So many of the things that interest us also interested them around 1800, and they had their theories about it. But the kinds of, this is really, as I said, quite diverse and rich what they have on Blake, and this is typical of what they offer in the English section.